My name is Daniel Hamilton, and I am a senior here at ETSU University, and I'm in the Appalachia Studies program. And we have been learning how to take an oral history interview. And we have learned several secrets that we'd like to share with you today. While you can do this at home on your own, you can make an oral history interview. Now, one of the things that's very important as an interviewer is you want to have your equipment prepared ahead of time. You don't want to be fumbling around trying to find buttons and switches and lights going off as you're beginning an interview. Also, when you've set up the interview with the person that you're talking with, you would already have had them sign consent forms. Now, when the interviewer arrives, you want to make the interviewee comfortable. You want the stories, the questions, the answers, you want it all to flow in a very natural way. And you want to find out where the best place is for them to be comfortable. You might want to meet in their home, at your church, even at the school, that's fine. You want to keep your interview questions simple, and you want to ask open-ended questions. You want to motivate the interviewee to be comfortable and tell their life stories. One of the most important things, as you're even once again beginning your discussion, your interview, is have the folks bring along some pictures or some mementos from their home, something that they can share with the group or with you as an interviewer. And also, as an interviewer, you want to be curious. You want to be full of questions. Sit on the edge of your chair, get close to the interview and show that you're excited. And at the same time, while you're discussing the different elements of a person's life, you want to be able to share from your own life. Thank you. This has been the beginning of our interview time.
Hi, I'm Abigail Morehouse, and I'm an undergraduate here at ETSU, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to ask questions in your interview. The questions in your interview shouldn't feel like an interrogation. Instead, they should help the conversation flow. Some samples include, when and where were you born? Describe where you grew up, or what significant events occurred during your lifetime. There are also nonverbal and verbal ways to keep the conversation flowing. You can tell the interviewee to take all the time they need if the pause has gone on too long, or if they're struggling to get their thoughts together. You can also nod and make sure you maintain eye contact. If you have a pen and paper, take notes because it will help their thoughts flow and remind them that you're interested. Maintain comfortable body language that also shows them you're interested.
Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Inman, and I am a graduate student here at East Tennessee State University in the Appalachian Studies Department. Today we're going to talk about some do's and don'ts when you're conducting an oral history interview. These are things that we've learned along the way. Probably one of the most important things is you do want to be on time, and you don't want to be late. Showing up late sets the interview already off on a negative aspect. So be on time. Make sure that you dress accordingly. It doesn't mean that you have to show up in a three-piece suit, but you also don't want to show up in sweatpants and a t-shirt. So dress accordingly for conducting an interview with somebody, even if it is your family member or a stranger. You definitely want to look the part. Probably one of the most important things deals with space. You want this interview to be as naturally occurring as possible. So when you're dealing with space, one of the do's and don'ts is you don't want to be too close to your interviewee to make them feel uncomfortable. You also don't want to be so far away that your interviewer is constantly having to shout or he doesn't feel like he's part of the conversation. So you always want to keep a natural conversational as you were in everyday life distance from the person that you're conducting the interview with. You also don't want to be kind of pushy. Some of you may be dealing with some experiences that are of a personal nature. So if your interviewee at any point in time during the interview says that they feel uncomfortable, or you start to get those nonverbal cues that you feel like you're delving into a territory that they're not comfortable with, as a professional interviewer, you kind of need to back away, find something different to talk about, and just flow the conversation naturally to somewhere else. Also, when it comes to notes, it is nice to have some questions that you kind of want to ask and where the conversation wants to go. But do not constantly be looking at those notes as if you're reading from a script, because then the interview kind of starts to take on an interrogation. You also want to remain interested. You want to have it maintain eye contact. Just like I said, a natural conversation with the person Don't be looking around as if you're distracted and you're not interested in what they're saying. Keep eye contact, make the person feel engaged, and you will have a really good oral history interview. Thank you.